Whew. Happy Monday. We're back again. My butt's still a little tired from this weekend. How's it going, Tommy? But what a great weekend it was. A lot of good racing and a lot of good stuff to report back. Thankfully, it's kind of everything's been kind of weird this year in the world, and this weekend was a awesome reminder of who we really are. I was grateful to be able to witness some stuff, man, that we're going to talk about here in a bit. Eddie, what's up, brother? Miss Munson, everybody tell Erica happy birthday a day late. Yesterday was her birthday. I think she can buy alcohol now. I think she turned 21. She can buy alcohol now. Don, how's it going? Buckeye Bandit, what's up, buddy? How you been? Oh, man. So, Tim, how are you? I don't know. I work in a factory, so I'm a little run down today. It was hot as hell in there. And so sorry, my enthusiasm internally is on 1,000, but also internally I'm probably medium rare. Scott, what's up? Jasper, what's up, brother? How are you? Oh man, what a great weekend in racing. So I guess before we get too far into it, the title was PYOP Recap Best Race in America on Saturday. And just to clarify that before, somebody takes it the wrong way or gets sweet. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you getting a shirt from us. For somebody misconstrues what I mean or tries to take it personal or as a dig or something, it's the exact opposite. But I've kind of made the title that way to make a point, so it makes it so I could lead in accordingly and kind of set the stage. I don't know if it's because it's an election year or what's up, brother? How are you? And the economy is a little crappy and or a combination, but man, I'll tell you, it just seems like by and large, and I'm not the only one that feels this way, it seems like majority of people seem to be grumpy. And kind of like the new trend on social media is post more drama stuff or negative stuff or everybody kind of wants to be the person who does the zinger, makes, somebody posts something, then it seems like a lot of people want to just put the comment in there, whether it's at somebody's expense or not, that makes people laugh. Trolling seems to be at an all-time high, and that's kind of even starting to carry over into reality, like this disconnect. And I really just call it what it is, man. Like seems to be a lot less empathy and connection anymore. And I don't want to go too deep into all that because, I could rabbit hole that thing for 17 hours and that's not what I want to focus on. But I do want to preface, what's coming up next. And so even going to races, seems like people complain a lot more and in general and have no problem throwing others under the bus or not everybody, but it just seems like that level of blah or negativity is increased quite a bit this year. And It just sucks. Hey, we're all in this together. And of course, competition, there's a competitive spirit and everybody wants to win, but that doesn't mean that we have to do it with a lack of integrity or respect or just common decency towards our fellow human beings, to go out there and give it our all. It's, a couple years, previously in this, it was a lot of, I remember lots of people, and I'm not saying this is everybody, so please don't think that I feel that way at all, man. Because I don't, and I'm not delusional or only focused on the negative by any means. But again, I did, unfortunately, just have to talk about it, right? So this seems like the bullshit from social media is just carrying over to the track, and I notice it just in real life in general, like this disconnect from humanity, and it sucks. And so start off Saturday at what's up, Sean? How you doing? Adam, how's it going? What we got? Let me catch up on comments real quick. You'll have a great time, man. It's always a great race. Yes, sir, it was. That's what I'm leading up into, man, was, it's been a little trying up there at PYOP. Certain circumstances happened, and I moved into flagging, and there's been some challenges to overcome there. And the last two events, I think, gone really well in that respect. There was a little bit of a learning curve on my end, and then there was some extenuating stuff that kind of put me in a position to be under a microscope for anything that I may have made a mistake on, to get exaggerated or blown out of proportion. And just like in social media, in the comments, there'd be people who would gravitate towards that and jump on the negativity bandwagon. And it did. I mean, and I'm not saying any names. I don't have any ill will towards anybody. I'm just saying how it's been. And so, because it's been rough. It's been rough for everybody. The people who joined in on the negative stuff, the racers who didn't, but who also had to be exposed to it. It's kind of been rough up there, man. And, this Saturday started off great, like great attitude. Mike and I talked before, we talked a couple times the week leading up to it about things. And, we listened to you guys, and of course it's Mike's event. And we made some changes last time, and then, previously, that helped the things out a lot. And then this last one, I think we got it. I think we got it all together for you guys, and we appreciate you. I appreciate you hanging in there, and I know Mike does too. And so we just started off spectacularly Saturday. Like the whole vibe was good. It was kind of like old PYOP stuff. Like everybody was happy to be there, and good times, and everything was going along orderly, and no issues. Track came around, everybody was making awesome passes, everybody was flying. And then, as many of you saw, or many of you who are here are aware, unfortunately in the semifinals, Joey LaRoque had an unfortunate mishap and went into the other lane and hit the wall. And the engine compartment caught on fire, and thank God he's fine. Bumps and bruises and sore, but obviously any accident could after the finish line at those speeds could always be a lot worse. So all things considered, the main thing is Joey's okay. And the cars, whatever, it's fixable. And but the main thing is people. We can't replace those, man. And Joey is one of the best examples of racing sportsmanship and giving and compassion and caring for the industry. I've seen, I don't even know how many times I've seen somebody make a post saying, I need this. And that dude is like, I got you. I need help with this. And that dude is like, responds, I got you. Yeah, unfortunately, that kind of has spilled over into real life. I'm going to come back to some of these comments in a minute, though. Joey is just like one of the best kind-hearted people there are. I have never seen him do anything other than be kind and loving and passionate about racing. I've never heard anybody speak poorly about him in any way, shape, or form. And yes, this is what I know about Joey right here. This comment, like no questions. I mean, like I said, I've seen people make a post like, "Oh man, this sucks. I blew up my engine, and I think I'm done for the season because I can't afford it." And Joey's like, "We just got a car in the junkyard that has a LS in it. Come get it." And they're like, "Man, I can't pay you for it." And he's like, "Figure it out, whatever. Just come get it so you can get back to racing." Like that dude, he genuinely loves people, cares about people, and cares about racing. And so when this happened, of course, everybody cares about him and was concerned. And once they realized he was okay, obviously there's always an emotional toll, right? When you have an accident, because that's your baby, and now your baby got a boo-boo, no matter, how big or small, your baby got a boo-boo, and it hurts. And so he was bummed. But it's still positive attitude. And so they were trying to figure out finish the race or not, and because of the accident. And then what they ended up doing was the racers ended up stepping up. Small tire guys decided that they didn't want to finish the race, and instead of splitting the pot between them, that they were just going to give Joey all the pot money. And so Mike called down all the second chance racers and, told them what was going on. Sorry, excuse me. And then all of those racers, without question, all of those guys were like, yeah, same thing. And the street class did the same thing. And Mike hasn't made it back to the office yet. And he was supposed to get me everybody's names, which I feel horrible for. I remember, in small tire that it was Dylan Phipps, Jasper Graham, and Trevor Mason that were left in the race. And Trevor was the most vocal about, making sure that Joey got the money, and everybody immediately was like, game on, totally about all this, the other small tire guys. And that's what racing has been about in the past. And that's the direction we need to get back to. I think that you know, Joey's a dude who didn't expect that at all. And, you know, he thought he'd be out for the season, and you know, he was in that moment, and then when all the racers decided to do that and come together for him, there was this whole different energy, and there's just nothing like standing there. What the hell are you talking about? There's just nothing like standing there and watching a dude like Joey get presented with that opportunity, and see all the people come together and support him. And I'm not gonna lie, there were some onions in the room, even though we was at the track, and you know, your boy might have teared up a little bit because I saw Joey fighting back some tears of gratitude, and you know, got to me a little bit, and probably remembering it now, you know, a little bit getting to me, because you know, good people deserve stuff like this, and it truly is a blessing. But I think the greatest blessing of all of this is, yes, Joey was able to get some money to help replace parts on the car. And parts on the car are important. You know what I mean? Money is I've said it before, money is the least valuable thing on the planet. We need it. I mean, you can't call Holly or Precision or, you know what I mean, and say, hey man, I love you, can you send me some parts? They're gonna be like, no, we need cash. So it definitely has its place, but the real value in life was glaring. I mean, just, I don't know, indescribably huge this weekend with the kindness that everybody showed, and the generosity and the love that they showed, not only Joey, but the sport, you know. You know, and you racers that stepped up and helped out, you guys are the example, and I'm proud to know all of you, and you guys are an example to me to be more kind and to do better. And I hope that rubs off on other people, you know, because we need more of that. And so when I title this The Best Race in America, sure, there may have been faster action, there may have been higher car counts, there may have been other races with more money, there may have been whatever, you know, but I guarantee you there was not another race that had more love and compassion and support for another racer and their family in all of America than at PYOP this weekend. And that speaks volumes more to me, and I hope to the rest of the world, than big prize money, or, which is cool and important, and you know, it has its place. I'm not, you know, don't twist that around. You know, that's something else entirely. But nothing is more valuable than people and treating them well. And all of you that stepped up to help Joey out this weekend are superstars and shining examples of what racing is supposed to be about and what it could be about. And I think that, or I guess I would love to see the community follow your example of kindness and love and gratitude for another racer, because I know a lot of you are grateful for Joey and the things he's done in the past. And, you know, let's get back to remembering what this is about, which is, whether you're lined up with somebody or not, we are all part of this big community, and we're all basically family. And yes, sometimes you don't get along with some of your family members, And sometimes some of them annoy you. But at the end of the day, we all need to, I would suggest, I can't tell anybody what you need to do, but I would suggest that we just err more on the side of compassion and generosity and grace and love to one another, and stop trying to be so destructive and negative, man. This racing industry has a difficult enough time in general with all the other outside forces trying to destroy it. We don't need to destroy it from within. And I kind of see it heading that way. And we, I'm just proud of all of you. And I think this is a great start for all of us to do our part to turn it around. And what's up, brother? There's great people all over. There's great people in Kentucky, in Ohio, in Indiana, and all over. I just think I think that seems just like we've lost our way a little bit here lately, and I think social media is partially to blame for that. But I think this is a sign of what we need to get back to, and what's really important, and that's our people, and we are all each other's people, So I know that Joey is grateful to all of you, and I see him working on that thing already, and I'm sure he's got people helping him, and I know that thing will be back and faster than ever. I have zero doubt that thing will be back pretty quickly, and I'm sure that like I said, the strategies are forming and the work is happening, and we'll see that Mustang flying again soon. So I'm gonna scroll back to some of these comments real quick and respond to you guys. I kind of went on a little tangent there, but so yeah, I know I posted that one, but I won't post it again. Everything was positive, and it was just a great time, man, and it was really a very enjoyable event. Listen, that little red Nova is going to be a problem. My Lord, that thing is amazing. That thing's going to be a problem real quick. Yes, sir. Congratulations, Sean, winning hard tire at KD. Sean's been on a roll in hard tire, man. So it's going to be interesting. I believe Sean will be at Uncaged. I know quite a few of the faster hard tire people have told me they're coming to Uncaged. So it's going to be a very interesting event to see you guys battle it out. Because a lot of you have really raised the bar this year versus last year. Thank you, sir. I appreciate, we've talked a few times. I appreciate the feedback from everyone, and it was a slight learning. Well, just a readjustment. Things have changed. It's been a while, and some things have changed. So I just had to get up to speed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We had a great time, man. I had a lot of fun with it, and man, everybody that the one thing I like is the feedback I get. Everybody likes Gort. I know it was kind of like a unconventional, out of the box idea, but I think as people are understanding everything a little bit better and getting used to it, man, I think I'm seeing that people are appreciating it more. Yes, sir. I agree. That's what I love, and we've been missing it a little bit, man, and we need more of it for sure. Hell yeah. I know that was a good movie, man. Yeah, I can understand that. You know what I mean? It is it's easier to give than to receive sometimes for some people. Uh, yeah, I caught some of it on the live feed on the way home. Bob's live feed on the way home, and then I had to stop watching, and I just had to crank the music up. But then, of course, I was texting Bob the whole time back. So I don't know if that's any better than watching TV like I normally do, but we were updating, or he was updating me on text. We were just bullshitting the whole time. Oh, I already know. I know he'll be in there right with you guys, though, man. And there's just not. I mean, who else is more worthy? You know what I mean? He's an awesome dude. Yep. What's up, brother? How are you doing? Hot shots. Yeah, and everybody. Don't forget Uncaged. Bring the kids out with the Power Wheels. Be one of the largest. Is it the only backwards race you do, Mel? But it's usually one of the largest Power Wheels races in the country. So get the Power Wheels out, and the rules are up on the Uncaged event. And if you got any questions, Mel is tagged in the posts, and you can ask him any questions you have. But bring the kids out to race the Power Wheels. It's always a great time seeing that. Yes, sir. I know you'll be there. Put Slicks back on. What'd I miss? Did you go to a radio? Oh boy. Is that Sunday? Flight? Brother, you got to drive everywhere like I do. That's what's at. So yeah, I don't have much to report on cash days. I saw, a little bit here and there, but obviously I was flagging at PYOP. So I don't have anything to update, but I know the table, they'll update you on everything there. But it looked like some good racing for sure. And boy, back-to-back Friday and Saturday win. Old Zach Jones, he's really making a name. I mean, not that he doesn't already have one, but I'm just saying, having a damn good year this year, and really making a statement in the front side community. Car is flying and working great. So congratulations to the Joneses, because that's a family operation. Great people. I have that same complaint. Maybe one of these days I'll quit going to the gym so much and doing everything else, and get my ass back in there in the barn on that Blazer. Gotcha. Yeah, look fast. I mean, the dude's fast, drives his ass off, does a great job. And that car just plumb works. It just plumb works well. The guys that next, they did a hell of a job helping them advance their program. But Zach and Jody and the gang also do their part every weekend. So, you know, it's that thing. It takes, you got to get in with your people. You got to find out who your people are and then work with them. And then the results come. And that's a clear case of it right there. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Yes, sir. I know it did. That's a hell of an achievement, man. That's a hell of an achievement. Back to back. No bright shoes for me. I'm a black tennis shoe only kind of guy. And that's just because I'm so hard on them. I tear them up quick. They get dirty and funky and, they get tore up quick. So I can't have no bright greens or nothing like that. Oh, yeah. They fly. They do a great job, man. I'm happy for them. It sucks that the dates overlapped, but what do you do? So we had like I said, I know the table will have all the juicy details and recaps for you guys. I don't want to speak out of pocket because I don't, I wasn't there and I didn't watch a whole lot of the live feed. But I did see some of the action, and it's always fast and crazy down there, man. That track is crazy as hell, but it gets quick. It gets quick for the surface, But yeah, man, what a great weekend in racing. The Michigan guys and gals in Indiana. There's some Ohio people there too, and if you were from another state and at PYOP and you contributed to Joey's cause, I'm not missing you on purpose. I promise. I know that you guys and gals are all an inspiration, man, and it's more what this community needs again. So we are. I am extremely grateful just to have witnessed that because I need all the positive energy around me and to fill my heart with positivity every chance I get. And I got a good dose of warm and fuzzies this weekend. and I know a bunch of you guys and gals did too. So let's just keep that momentum. I know, Mike, I know Mike's going to try and up the ante with some super cool stuff for August. And I'm going to try and work on some stuff, see if I can't get a couple of my sponsors to come up there and help out with making things a little nicer and better for everyone. And just have some more fun and just keep growing the sport. And listen, everybody, let's just all same other thing I've been saying. Let's all just work on being kind and think about the stuff you post. When you think it's funny to post some smart ass comment on social media, that stuff rolls over into your everyday life. I see it, and other people tell me about it, that they see it too. So it's not like it's getting more and more common. We got to be aware of that. It's a slippery slope, this social media stuff is, because you can troll people or be a smart ass or whatever, and there kind of isn't any consequences in the fake world of social media. But in the real world, man, you're hurting people's feelings, you're being disrespectful, you're spreading negativity and poison. We got enough of that. We don't need no more. And I know all of you are better than that, So let's just keep this. Let's just let this be the beginning of getting back to a better race community. Is already great. It's just got a little tarnish on it right now, but let's let this be an example to just keep growing the positive side of things. And life's hard enough, man. Right? We don't need to make it unnecessarily more difficult. Dude, I can't wait to see that thing. I'm excited. Oh yeah, racing at Ohio, man. You got some great no prep races for sure. You know, KD has a couple good ones every year. Magnolia, Dragway 42, of course, Uncaged. You know, it's going to be tough, but there's a lot of excitement and buzz around Uncaged. Behind the scenes, I'm answering more and more questions every day and talking to more and more people. I don't know if we can top what we did last year, but man, wouldn't it be something if we had more than 98 small tires this year and more than 41 hard tire, and I think it was 37 or 38 stick shift. My Lord, we just gonna have some fun. That's right. Can we all just get along? Let's just have some fun. I got that's all. Let's just have some fun. It's racing. It's stressful enough, right? But we can have some fun doing it. So this is gonna be a quick one, man. You know, I just wanted to express my gratitude for being able to witness such awesome behavior in the community. You know, I know that I know that the majority of you are great people, and everybody's a good person. Sometimes we're just going through a little crap or whatever. And I do understand the economy's a little tricky right now, and it's an election year, so that always is kind of like a added little for people. But let's not let that run our lives. You know, let's remember what's important, which is people, how we treat them, and how we behave and react to situations. And let's do more stuff like happened Saturday. So I appreciate all of you. I appreciate it, man. We, the messages I got on the way home and an all day Sunday from everybody really meant a lot to me. It was an uphill battle those first two races for sure, and we had a lot of obstacles to overcome. Man, I made the commitment to stick to it and to make it through and to make the adjustments to succeed for everybody, and I think we're there. So I appreciate everybody's patience and communication so that we can make that happen, because I just want to do a good job for all of you. You know, I didn't I only am in the position of flagging up there to be of service. It's not some ego trip for me or anything, where I did it for selfish reasons. I really truly wanted to just make the community better and help the community out. And so I appreciate all of your guys and gals' patience with me while we got everything adjusted and tweaked in. But I think we got the tune. I think we got the proper tune right now. You know what I mean? So we can just cruise along at this like this and just keep it going and have some fun. So I really do appreciate all of you. It's overwhelming at times, for sure. Dude, the batteries work flawlessly. And Detroit Battery Company got me hooked up with some new batteries. They're smaller, more compact, so they'll be easier to travel with. A a little bit lighter than what I was using. And they're cool as hell because he put their sticker on there. So so it's a Detroit Battery Company battery. And if you didn't see the pictures, let's see. I posted the pictures, but look, they look cool as hell. Outside of working well and all that, they just look cool. They just plain look cool sitting there at the bottom. I mean, I don't want to brag, but come on, nobody has cooler batteries for their flashlight than I do. Just saying. I don't mean to say it like that, but I'm just proud of those things, and I just love them. And they lit that thing up like nobody's business all day long without issue, man. I'm really tickled about that whole ordeal. Well, I guess if you can't tell, and I do. I guess it's the simple things like just the fact that their logo's on there. I think that's the coolest thing ever. You know what I mean? And so when I get a little closer on the Blazer, I'm going to, they have a 16-volt battery, lithium iron phosphate, and I'm going to put that in the Blazer because the one I have the XS in there now, which is heavy, and their lithium iron phosphate battery is 9 pounds. So I could shed I think that XS battery is like 40 pounds, 35, 40 pounds. So I can shed, another 20, 25 pounds out of that freaking Blazer, which is a lot. I'm this close. It's either going to be squeaky because she never, well, I won't say never, but she talks a lot. And it's funny because she kind of barks sometimes. She meows sometimes. She'll go, meow. She'll kind of do this meow, meow without an M in the front of it. Sometimes she'll kind of give a little bark. She's just funny. So I'm kind of down to squeaky or Norma, because she's a little psychopath. That thing does nothing but run around tearing everything up she can for hours and hours. She will run around like a maniac for like 2 or 3 hours straight without a break. And then she's so cute though. She'll run over, she'll snuggle up on you for like 5-10 minutes, take a nap, and then be off to terrorizing everything for another 2 or 3 hours. She is she is something else. She's just the cutest little thing though. They are, man. I'll tell you, it's the little things with me. You know what I mean? Like I said, they're the stickers on there are just so cool to me. Jude. Why Jude? I got all my animal names have stories, you know what I mean, behind them. Waffles, obviously because of Waffle House, but also because she's crazy like a Waffle House worker. When we got her, she slowed down a little bit now, but this kitten is even more crazy than she was, which I didn't even know was physically possible at all. Like Waffles was off the hook too, but this one has so much more energy. It is amazing. You spelled horse wrong, sir. You spelled horse wrong. How big is your cat again? Was it 40 pounds? 37 pounds? 40 pounds? Something like that. I feel like the thing is a horse. I love you too, brother. Have a great week. Yeah, I'll talk to you. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with the, 47 pounds. 47 pounds. freaking horse of a cat. Steve or Betty. I don't think I've ever had an animal with a. I had, when we bred Rottweilers, I had Max, but that was short for Maximilian, for Sir Maximilian. But that's because he was AKC registered, papered, high pedigree, blah, blah. And you're kind of expected to give them, you know what I mean, those kind of names, or else I'd have named him something else like Dump Truck or something, because he usually ran like 175, 185 pounds and was lean. He was just a big tank, or maybe tank. Yeah, he was a monster of a freaking dog. But yeah, you know, when we were breeding them, the female's name was Chassis, because she was built like a truck even as a puppy. So we named her Chassis. I don't think I've ever had an animal with a regular name. But yeah, I'll get it. I'll get the cat named here in the next couple of days for sure. It's just hard because she's just a little freaking ball of. So it's kind of hard to see what her personality is. I always try to name off personality, but maybe I need to go find a Waffle House worker and just see what their name tag is and name her after one of them crazy fools. But anyhow, everybody have a great week. I got to go do some other adulting. Congratulate also, in the midst of all this, Joe Davis and Hack Job with their new combo, Flying and Hard Tire, another hard tire killer. It was already a killer, but this new configuration seems to be even faster. So congratulations to him for winning. He was going to be on tonight, but they had family come into town. So maybe next week, I'll be home next weekend adulting. So I don't know, maybe we can get him to come on next Monday and recap his vantage point or his recollection of the race. Yeah, I was impressed. Like, it wasn't one of those. What I liked most about it wasn't like one of those extra crazy, radical looking passes. It was pretty smooth and fast looking, you know. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. Definitely some potential there. So I'll be excited to see how that develops. If you're not familiar, he changed the configuration to like the old Gap train when it had the single turbo above the cab in the bed. So that's kind of what his deal looks like now. Seems to be working well for him. So, but anyhow, everybody have a great week. I appreciate and love all of you. And I had a great time Saturday, and I can't wait to do it again. I think the only places I'm going, 27th, there's a car show here in Central Ohio that I'm a part of. So I think the next race is going to be Uncaged. For me, August 3rd. I'm going to start posting up a whole bunch of details on that. And, is that a picture of your kitty, of your horse? Yes. This horse, focus. Look, the cat's so big it can't even focus. Let's see what that does. That helps. There you go. That's his cat. It's a freaking horse, 47-pound horse. So, yeah, no, I don't. I'd be too tempted to ride that thing around the house, put a saddle on it. So everybody have a great week. Appreciate you, and I will talk to all of you soon.